Welcome to Lock Sportscast, your weekly source for Lock Sport news. This is episode 97, recorded April 10th, 2022. I'm your host, Charles Current. In today's episode, TOOOL US board election results, the Deep Blue Pickers Club, making a working Bilock key, the Lockapult, products, meetups, criminals, sales, giveaways, and more. You can subscribe to the audio version of the show on most podcast apps and at locksportscast.com. You can subscribe to the video version on YouTube or Odyssey. Links to stories discussed will be in the show notes. Full show notes are always available at locksportscast.com. Just add a slash in the episode number, and that will take you right to the episode show notes. One quick announcement. A while back, I noted that I had started posting the show on Odyssey as well as YouTube. Really, it's an automatic thing. And that one of the features that Odyssey provided was an RSS feed for the video episodes of the show. I have for a long time had that feed linked on my website. However, I was able, through a little finessing, to get that feed approved on Apple Podcasts. So it is now officially listed on Apple Podcasts. I'll see if I can get it listed anywhere else. But it is called the Lock Sportscast on Odyssey. I can't change that name because of the way the feed works on Odyssey. But if you're interested in a video version of the Lock Sportscast, you can also get that on your podcast player, if you have Apple, I guess, or any one of the services that uses the Apple Index for finding its podcasts. First item in the news today, voting has ended for the TOOOL US board elections for 2022. TOOOL's newest board members will be Night Owl, James Plastine, and Emily Curran, or Web Jedi. Again, I'd like to say thank you to Deviant Olam and Jimmy Longs for the time they served on the board. The official board of directors for 2022 will be Night Owl, Joshua Henry, Tony Varelli, James Plastine, and Emily Curran. If you want to see the actual voting results, I will have a link to the UpToVote site in the show notes, so you can check out exactly how many people voted for who if you want, and how the algorithm works, if that's something that interests you. And we have a new Lock Sport club called Deep Blue Pickers. According to the website that Panda-Frog put up, says Panda-Frog and Gilgains had the same idea, and it was pure luck that they talked about it. Both worked together on the logo and got someone to do the final design. Panda-Frog started the club in Egypt, where he went diving with his friend Sasha in April of 2022. To be a member of this club, you need to pick a lock while scuba diving at a depth of at least 5 meters. The official rules listed on the site are: pick a lock at a depth of at least 5 meters. Create a video with your underwater pick. If you are not certified or do not have experience to do this safely, please don't risk your health. Go get some experience first. Never dive alone. Have your buddy film your pick. Don't disturb the marine life or damage anything in the water. Please follow the general safety advice for scuba diving. As a club, we are not responsible for your actions. Always be safe and take care of you and the environment. Sounds like that will be a pretty elite club, because I don't know how many of the Lock Sport community are actually certified for diving. So should be interesting to see how big that club gets and who is able to get in. And a congratulations to Pocket Woman. She is celebrating passing 700 subscribers. She says she is planning on having a giveaway, so keep watching her channel for more details on that. If she notifies me when she does the giveaway, I will, of course, share that on the show. But first, just congratulations, Pocket Woman, on passing 700 subscribers. I believe you're 730 some this morning. And Chireal pointed out this week that Lock Judge did an overview of the Lishi lock picks. Their article is entitled Lishi Lock Picks, Master Your Lockpicking Skills. The intro to the article, among other things, says that Mr. Lee developed a series of tools that not only can pick the wafers of a door, allowing for physical entry to the car, but also allowed for the bidding combination of the wafers to be decoded without removing the ignition. For automotive locksmith with access to code cutting machines, entering the decode bidding would mean a job that previously took hours can be done in a matter of minutes. The different sections of the article are entitled, Why You Should Consider a Lishi Lockpick as Part of Your Picking Arsenal. So how can a Lishi lockpick help? How does a Lishi tool work? So I can make sure a lock works and decode the bidding. What else can it do? Which key profiles are available? And type of Lishi lockpicks. Which Lishi tool do I need? So if you're not already familiar with Lishis, or you think there might be some bit of information that you aren't aware of, you might want to check that article out. On the video front, DMac put up a couple of videos about making a working Bilock key. The first one is making a working Bilock key part 1, using a photo to create a credit card key template. In the description of that video, it says, in this video, I will start the process of making a working key for my keyless Bilock. This first part will deal with transferring the bidding from a photo to a credit card and then proving that the bidding is correct by removing the plug. The second video is called Making a Working Bilock Key Part 2, Making a Working Metal Copy. The description of that video says, this is the second of my 2-part video on making a working Bilock key from scratch. In this video, I will take the credit card template from part 1 and use it to fashion a working metal key. DMac also references a rookie lock video from a couple years ago called Showing Off My Handiwork Homemade Bilock Key. The description of that video says, just showing off what I've been working on the last couple of days. I am so happy I was able to make this Bilock key. I owe my buddy Paul a huge thank you for this awesome gem. Anyway, so if you have a Bilock that doesn't have a key, there are 3 videos that will be linked in the show notes that might give you a head start in making one. And then a video I thoroughly enjoyed this week. Always can use a good laugh. SE Lock and Key put up a video called I Built the World's First Access-Controlled Lock-Throwing Catapult. Simply says, introducing Lockapult. Just don't try this at home. Very funny video. I loved Kim's reaction. In the background, you can hear her reacting to his Lockapult. And you get to see his challenges in developing it and the missed steps and the way he corrected those. I thought it was great. I was laughing. I really enjoyed it. I have personally suggested this video on the Locky Awards website for 2022 Locky Awards under both funniest and most creative video categories. So that will be on the list. Moving on to products. Hooligan Keys impressioning handles are coming back, it looks like. Posted to the Hooligan Keys Instagram account, they said, great news, everyone. We will be having a short run of impressioning handles, 50 of them, within the next 3 weeks. They will be available on hooligankeys.com for $85 US, all parts included. After launch, we will drop a coupon code here for some dollars off. Watch this space. So if you weren't already familiar with the Hooligan Keys impressioning handle, or if you had your eye on them before but missed your chance to buy one, head over to the Hooligan Keys Instagram account. I will have a link to the post in the show notes. Check them out. They are a really simple but effective design. Definitely worth considering if you are either into impressioning or planning on getting into impressioning. And Lockpickers United is officially doing another run of their LPU picks this year for 2022. Again, there'll be 100 serial numbered picks. All but a handful of them are already gone as of the recording of this episode. But I will go ahead and read the first part of the announcement post here since there are still some available. It says, we are officially opening the floodgates to take orders for the limited 2022 LPU picks within the hour. This is a not-for-profit event. All picks are long hook standard lock pick SP08 by Southord and have a custom engraving with the LPU logo, Lockpickers United, printed on the handle, the year 2022 and serialized from 1 to 100. Each pick is $25 US and will be shipped once all picks are sold. The proceeds will first cover the cost of the picks, then the engraving service. shipping and handling, supply costs for domestic and international. After all of the picks are shipped, 10 pick buying members of LPU will be chosen at random live on the Lockpickers United YouTube channel. Those chosen will receive the remainder of the proceeds equally and must have a PayPal account to receive the winnings. So if you are a LPU member, but you haven't been on LPU Discord recently, you might want to head over and check out the announcements section for the full details. Only a handful of picks are still remaining at the time of this recording. I don't even know if there'll be any left by the time you hear this. But if you haven't already gotten in on that and you wanted to, head over there and check out the announcement section. And on the LPU shirts and hats, there has also been an update post on that. Shirts run was successful and will go ahead. They should start printing and shipping soon. Hats were not successful though. There wasn't enough, so it was canceled by Custom Ink. So there will be no hats. Moving on to meetups. B-Sides Seattle 2022 is going to have a lockpicking village. They say, check out the lockpicking village for learning the basics or trying your hand at some of the advanced techniques. Solve any of the challenges for a chance to be entered into the prize drawings at the end of the day. B-Sides Seattle 2022 is being held Saturday, May 14th from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The website is bsidesseattle.com. Link to it, of course, will be in the show notes. We have 2 new purple belts in the Lockpickers United belt system. The first is the Rickest Rick, and the second is Goose7732. Congratulations to both of you on your new belts. Anybody not already familiar with the Lockpickers United belt system, there are always links to resources and information about the system and what the rules are in the show notes of every episode. So be sure to check those out and join in on the fun. Now it's time to take a quick break. Say thank you to the people that made this episode possible. I'll start with the Patreon subscribers. Those are Panda-Frog, Michael Gilchrist, Storylock, Williams Brain, Dave to be Deciphered, Lee Bond's Locksport Journey, Pat from Uncensored Tactical, 3 Raccoons in a Coat, Chireal, DoctorHogmaster, Clayton Howard, aka Kewltune, Mog, Jon Lock, Ratyoke, MrPickur, CrankyLockPicker, JHPpicking, Bare Bones Lockpicking. Chief content producer for this episode is Chireal. You get that title by sending in the most information used in any episode. Other content producers are Albert Lebel, Bare Bones Lockpicking, DMac, GravityKarma, iFisk, Incredimike, Joe Pix, Joshua Gonzalez, Michael Gilchrist, Panda-Frog, Pocket Woman, and Tony Varelli. Thank you to all of you for your support. Just remember that this show is only possible because of the information and support sent in by the community. So if you value this podcast, please help support it by sending in your news, links, events, giveaway information, meetups, anything you have that you think the community should know, would like to know, anything at all. Send it to podcast@thelocksportscast.com or any of the other methods listed in the show notes. Don't forget to share the podcast with your lockpicking friends, leave a review, comment, thumbs up, whatever the system you listen on supports. Don't forget to subscribe to either the audio podcast and or the YouTube or Odyssey channels. You can donate on PayPal or subscribe on Patreon if you want to support financially. Just go to thelocksportscast.com/support for all the different ways to help out the show. In criminal news this week, this story is a bit old. It is from January of this year. It was entitled Edinburgh Superglue Bandit Caught on CCTV Targeting Capital Businesses. Published on Edinburgh Live by Ryan Nixon and Jacob Farr. They say a vandal dubbed the Superglue Bandit has been causing havoc by supergluing outdoor padlocks and keypads belonging to Scott's businesses. The man, who appeared to be in his late 30s, targeted several businesses in Edinburgh last week, both in broad daylight and at night. CCTV captured a man approaching events venue The Biscuit Factory on 2 separate occasions at around 7:30 p.m. on the 3rd of January and 9:35 a.m. on the 6th of January. Footage shows him casually strolling up to the venue wearing a black jacket, gray scarf, blue jeans, trainers, and fiddling with something in his hands. He disappears out of shot into an alcove of the door for about 15 seconds, then nonchalantly walks away after taking a quick glance around. So somebody's idea of fun is probably costing these businesses quite a bit of money for locksmith fees and downtime as they're locked out, or at least customers are locked out. Kind of a shame. And on to sales, we have a new coupon code sent in by Pocket Woman for Bare Bones Lockpicking. She said, Bare Bones is helping to promote Aussie Locksport channels by giving out discount coupons to share with our viewers. Pocket Woman viewers are to get 20% off the Ultimate Lockpicking Kit in the Molly case using the code PWLikesMolly20, valid until 1st of May 2022. This is a once-off option and can be used once per person. This is in addition to the other sales Bare Bones has on items. And then I believe the code for the Lock Sportscast is still valid over there. That is, listen to the Lock Sportscast 2022. The coupon code, last I knew, was good for 15% off store-wide on top of other discounts or sale items. So that would, I believe, be on top of Pocket Woman's on that one item. Also, be sure to stay tuned to the other Aussie resources channels and see what they have to offer for coupon codes, either now or coming up. If you happen to be shopping at lockpickmall.com, you have a choice of 2 different coupon codes, both worth 6% off. The first from Albert Lebel is the code Albert. The second from Joe Picks is the code Joe Picks. And over at Matt's Lock Pit, there appears to be just a few picks still on sale. So if you're into custom lock picks, you can still pick up a couple over there on sale. You can save 10% off at 3dlocksport.com on all your favorite 3D printed Locksport accessories if you use the code LSCast10 at checkout. And over at MakoLocks.com, you can save 15% with the code BYMAKO. And at uklockpickers.co.uk, you can save 10% with the code GIFT. Giveaways this week are the same as last week. We have the hashtag Mini Panda-Frog 2 giveaway still running. That giveaway will run until Mini Panda-Frog 2 is born. And the current expected due date, last we knew, was 8th of June. You have 4 chances to win. Only 1 prize per person, though. You do that by being the closest to guessing the birthday, guessing the birth weight, guessing the birth size, or being the random draw winner. Prizes will grow with the amount of entries, so the more people that join, the better the prize pool. Of course, there's always the hashtag LockBoss giveaway by CLK Supplies. Again, always good prizes over there because they are a locksmith supply company, so they have lots of interesting stuff to give away. So if you're into giveaways, it's always a good one to enter. Remember, the show relies on the support of the community. Any information you have that's Locksport related that you think the community would like to know or would benefit from knowing, please send it in. Doesn't matter how small it is, how big it is. If you think everybody has probably already sent it to me, chances are they're thinking the same thing and they haven't, so please send it in. Podcast at locksportscast.com or any of the other methods listed in the show notes. Thank you for your continued support and all of you that keep listening. I really appreciate it. Remember to keep it legal.